Okay, so this is the community meeting for the External Secrets Operator project. We have a code of conduct that applies both to contributions, communications in the repository, and also these types of calls. Okay. Yeah, so the first topic on the agenda is the operator hub. So a colleague of mine mentioned this, and I think it's interesting for us to have a bit more of visibility. Like we're already on Artifact Hub, maybe also publish to Operator Hub if it's simple enough. And we're also looking at, we thought that to be able to publish there, we had to have the certified operator, Red Hat certified, but you don't need. There is just, you can like choose to be community, a community operator, and then just publish there, and then you're listed. And yeah, but we are also looking at getting certified, but it's a bit more complicated. So yeah, I have this colleague looking over this stuff. So Sevi, she could not join today, but she wants to help with that. So she has some contacts, and I think it's nice. And yeah, I would like to ask, do you think it makes sense? Or is it like too much to be on too much? Hi, Elsa.
Hi.
So Elsa is an intern at Container Solutions, and we are studying like a program and initiative that we make we introduce interns and juniors and newcomers to open source, and we help them get contributions in. So that's nice. So Elsa, if you want to introduce yourself also.
Yeah, hi. I'm going into my third year of computer engineering at McGill University in Montreal. So I decided that in the summer it would have been like a good idea to get actual working experience. So I was looking for an internship, and I ended up taking an internship at Container Solutions. This is actually my 5th week, and I've decided to try to contribute to the External Secrets Operator project. So yeah, that's it.
Cool, welcome.
Thank you.
And yeah, and Savi will take care. She's trying to take care of that. And yeah, I was asking, do you think it makes sense, or is it bad to have like the operator at multiple hubs for some reason? I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I think we should do that. Yeah, regarding the certification, I don't know how much effort it is and what's behind this certification process, but I really would like to know like what's necessary to get certified. I think that's really interesting. So yeah, 2 thumbs up for that. Sounds good.
Cool.
What do you people think are the costs? I mean, in terms of effort of having it up there as well, and the benefits and the costs, because I'm not too familiar with it.
I think with the operator hub is simple enough. I think we just have to publish it. Like I think it's bad if we have to do something like manually or like to actually push something there. It would be nice if it's like we have with Artifact Hub, that like Artifact Hub pulls from our repository, then it's super nice. But yeah, let's see. Sevi is looking into that. The certification, I think it's a bit of effort. Maybe we want to postpone when we want that kind of thing. One thing that I looked is that we need to use Red Hat Universal Base Image for everything. And I suspect that that's, I don't know, a bit of overhead. Like it's a start of an overhead, yeah. But yeah, I think Savi is looking into it, and we'll have like the estimation of effort and if it makes sense. Nice. The other thing is the Open Collective. So I was talking with Moritz about this. We created one. It's based on stars for getting approved there. So with the combined stars from our repository and from GoDaddy's repository, it was super easy to get approved there. And the idea is that we have a fiscal host. So it's open source collective, the fiscal host, and they take care of taxes and all the operational thingies. And we don't have to open a non-profit organization or nothing like that to get contributions or to get donations and to pay for stuff and do expenses. And me and Moritz, we started with something already. We both donated something to the collective, and I submitted an expense for the domain that I bought last year. So it's the first thing, and we have documented. So it's nice because we have everything open. So yeah, it's something to consider.
Where's the money holding? I mean, just out of curiosity, do they have a bank account that's just for the project?
The fiscal host has the bank account. It's similar, if you think, it's similar to Kickstarter in a way, similar to this type of sites. So they hold the money. And what we do is, like, if I pay for something, I have to pay myself, and then I submit an expense, and then I ask the website to transmit it for me, and then the admins can approve it. That's the idea. And yeah, I submitted the expense. Moritz, you have to approve.
Sure, I will do that.
Okay. And yeah, then it's also interesting because we can get contributions from companies. Maybe Container Solutions was thinking about that. So then we can use the money for some services, maybe pay for GitHub Premium, and like have some very quality of life stuff, like being able to assign multiple people to issues or having faster CI and this kind of stuff. So it's nice. And maybe even pay for infra and not depending on Container Solutions infrastructure, which is nice as well. But still, yeah, thinking about it. And yeah, what you think?
I think that's a very good idea.
Do you see any downsides? Any drawbacks?
I mean, I'm always looking at what can go wrong, so I can always imagine like 1,000 ways it can go bad. But I think, I mean, they've been around for some time, right? And it's not as if as well, like we have like loads and loads of money in our account, right?
Yeah, the idea is not to get a lot of money there.
Yeah, exactly. Given that, then I guess it's helpful, and I don't see much of a downside.
One concern that Adrian from he's the chief of parts that is based on open source. He has a concern about like taxes and like how that would look like for someone donating to the open source collective or something like that. But then I would like to discuss with finance people because I don't have a clue. But yeah, but I think it's established. Like if you look at the discover button on the website, you can see all the projects that are already using this open collective thing. And I discovered that the Linux distribution that I use, Manjaro, is here. So they have a yearly budget of 15,000 euros, and I don't know, Webpack is pretty big and using this also. So I think it's established and safe in that regard. And yeah, I think we should avoid getting big contributions. Just something like so we can, like Moritz said, pay a coffee sometime and also pay for some services. That would be nice.
Yeah, but I guess it'll be interesting. Well, we need to talk definitely with finance at CS or the place. It'll be cool to know if we can at some point approach companies, like if they want to donate some money for the project, we can tell them that they can indeed deduct it from R&D, or because I guess it will depend on the fiscal status of Open Collective. I don't know if it's a charity, if it's. I mean, yeah, I guess we need to speak to finance to see it.
Yes,
I think it could make a big difference.
Yeah. Anything else to add? Nice. Okay. The other one is, so we have the IBM Cloud Secrets Manager merged, but we don't have a release with it. I was thinking about cutting a release just to have it. Any?
Makes sense. Someone else asked for a release already, so I think he asked specifically for this template from field that was merged like a week ago or something like that. Yeah, and he wanted to test it when there was no release, and yeah, let's cut a release, and then everything should be in.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, how did you made an account at IBM Cloud to test the integration with it?
I created a personal account.
Okay.
With the free trial thing, so it's not a CS account.
Okay.
But then I wouldn't create end-to-end tests pointing to it because it's a personal account, and I'm afraid of it. But yeah, for now, we can maybe implement end-to-end tests and not import it, and we can run locally or something like that, maybe. Yeah, I'll cut a release after this meeting and after some things that I have to do after it, and then I cut it. So the other one is your point, Moritz?
Yes. I thought a little bit how we going to approach the beta status of the controller. Because I think we're pretty far right now, and I have like 1 or 2 clients that right now could potentially use it in the future. And alone having an alpha CRD is not optimal. Doesn't provide a lot of trust to potential customers, and that's why I thought about like, okay, how can we get to the beta stage? And I thought like I created a project for that, so we can track individual issues or flag it with or add it to this specific project. And in GitHub, then we have a I think it's basically a Kanban board in GitHub, so then we can see like what features contribute to the beta status. And I added a bunch of issues that you created, Lucas, mostly around the end-to-end testing, because I think this is like really important to have proper end-to-end tests before going in the beta stage. And also, I think 1 or 2 issues are regarding the some custom resource fields that are not yet implemented. I think it's something around this owner field. Yeah, but so yeah, if you have like any ideas or anything that belongs to or contributes to the beta stage, then let's create a ticket and add it to this project. Would be my proposal, if that works for you. We could also do like something different to, I don't know, maybe create a milestone for that and then track the milestone or so. I don't know. Using a project looked for was a most straightforward solution for me.
I think it's the most straightforward solution. It worked for the 0.1 and 0.2, right? It was nice to track it like that. Yeah, I think that mostly the end-to-end test, but I was thinking, looking at the deprecation policy and promoting, shouldn't we go over alpha 2 and the other stages before beta, or is it okay to just go into beta?
If I remember correctly, it would be totally fine to go to beta stage directly without going to alpha v1, alpha v2 and stuff like that. We could easily skip that. But
Yeah.
once it's beta, it's kind of hard to, well, then we have to support it for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Yeah, that's why you added end-to-end test and things about templating and yeah, the creation policy merge. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you think that is important before we go to beta?
Nothing comes to mind. right now, but I'll think about it. Yeah, we have to scan the issues and look for things that impact the CRD, right? Because the other stuff like supporting ARM build is kind of irrelevant for the API and all that. So
Yeah. I can go through the tickets and label the important ones.
I'll try to do that also, like helping. If I think of something else, I also create the issue.
Sure. Cool.
Nice. And the other one, AWS AKS integration tests.
Yeah, I was working on, there's this issue regarding using service accounts or creating tokens from service accounts and using these tokens to authenticate against AWS, which is like the prime use case when you're running on EKS. And I found it like really hard to do some proper end-to-end tests because local stack, the thing that we use right now to mock out the AWS environment, really doesn't support it. So we can properly test it. It just gives me some token and it just works, but we cannot verify that it's correctly signed and stuff like that. So we need like the real AWS, like the real thing to test it against. And I checked the costs for that, and it would be I think 1,000, 2,000 US dollars per year to have like the EKS control plane plus one EC2 instance that runs the whole day or the whole year in this case. And I think this is like really, really pricey. I don't feel like I would like to, or I would invest that money. And that's why I plan on asking our colleagues of mine, because we are AWS partner and we get some credits, like free credits in AWS, and maybe we can use them to run the control plane and run EC2 instances.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we can run like the tests inside EKS from that. But I think this is more like an Epic issue because we need to set up the infrastructure, EKS and the EC2 and the IAM roles and the permissions and stuff like that. But yeah, this I think I'm going to add a ticket for that once I see that it's feasible to get this infrastructure sponsored by Innovex.
But then would this be similar to what we have with Azure and with GCP? So it would be on a Innovex account and a project or a sub account separated for us, or would it be a new account that they donate credits to?
It would be one account under the Innovex organization, which gets those the credits from AWS, these free credits, and then yeah.
Nice.
That's the idea. Let's hope to get it approved.
Yeah, I like it. Nice. And then we maybe will have to create like a new repository, create some Terraform just to have it like infra as code and let it be there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And going over the last meeting, because you were the only one here, we had this secret generation discussion started by someone. I don't know if we responded to the guy.
I gave it a thumbs up. Yeah. So yeah, the general idea is to either embed a extra field into this external secret resource, which then tells the operator to create or generate and create a secret at the provider, and then use that to synchronize it with the cluster. Generally, I like the idea, but I think it's going to be really hard to support like all the different cloud providers and all the different APIs with one single simple interface. I think this would be like really, really hard to support.
Yes, but yeah, I like the idea also. I was curious to know if we could see any major drawbacks, like if it's too complex or something like that. But it's hard, but we could support that in the future. We can create an issue for that and leave it open if someone wants to implement, or if we have time, we can grab it. Nice.
That's actually a good idea. We should move that discussion to an issue. I think there's just one. It's just one button click away, so to say.
Yes. And I can just click the button here, right? Create an issue from discussion. Did it happen? No, it didn't. Okay.
Great.
Okay, it worked.
Cool.
Very nice. And the other one, resource version status. What's this? Oh, it's merged. Okay. Azure Key Vault enhancements also merged.
Yeah.
And
This is merged.
most secret. Oh, this is the. Yeah. I think I wrote the thing in the wrong place. Okay, then that's it. Anything else you'd like to discuss?
Not really to discuss. I just want to say thank you for hosting and also for doing a lot of stuff in the past 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. A lot of stuff happened that feels like really we're going forward in really, really fast. That feels good.
Yeah, thank you, Elsa, for your help. And yeah, thanks, Elsa, for joining, and Ricardo.
Yeah, can I just add about the TLS issue that's opened?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I finally got to work a little bit on it this week, and it took me quite a bit of time to get it to work. Just the TLS vault. To run things against. So I might end up doing as well, how to document to use Vault with the operator, because it's some parts are really not straightforward. So I got it to work with TLS, and now I'm trying to implement the mutual TLS as well as the TLS authentication. I might at some point reach out to, I forgot their names, but the 2 siblings who worked on the Vault.
Kelling and Cameron.
Yes. I'm hoping to finish it as soon as possible.
Nice. Elsa, do you want to add anything?
Yeah. No, I don't really have anything to say. But yeah.
Yeah, then I think we're done. Thanks a lot for joining, and I see you all in 2 weeks. Oh, Moritz, we finished the IBM Cloud on the mob programming, and now we rotated projects. So now the project being used in the mob programming is the Java operator SDK. So I don't know if you want to join a Java thingy. Not really. Yeah, but then we will rotate again. Eventually, we'll end up in external secrets again.
I think I would like to join. One as a learning opportunity and for Java and stuff like that. But I also like to see how you do the mob programming style, because I want to do this also at my company. And it would be really great to see how you do it and to see how it works.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then Ricardo, when
that's awesome. Yeah, I'll send an invite, Moritz.
Nice.
It's next Tuesday or every Tuesday, 5 to 7 p.m. CET.
Yeah. Yep, sounds good.
Cool.
Awesome.
Nice. Thanks a lot. Take care.
All right.
Thanks for
Take
joining.
care. Thank you.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.